Okay, folks, this will be a challenging one. Nerds will inherit the copier world. Yes, they will, folks. I actually think we're going to make this one contrasty. I don't know how this one's going to turn out. I'm going to see. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have here bubble wrap. Well, people love to pop it. It's good to keep it, to use it for important things like moving house and that. I just hate the way people like to pop it and waste it and then throw it in the garbage and it's got no use. It's just landfill. I just get so annoyed when people do that. They think it's so fucking funny to pop bubble wrap when it's really a pollution problem if we don't simply keep it and use it for other uses, to reuse it. It can be reused, folks. It's not a fucking toy that you play with and then throw it away. I just get so annoyed when people do that, like at work. I really get so over it. I know it's interesting, but it's waste. It's making more waste. That looks interesting. Maybe we could enlarge it, because I do like a bit of that there. But I just get annoyed with people when they just pop this shit. Think it's a fucking joke. I get annoyed with people doing that, but, you know, that's just a fucking traditional thing that people like to do with bubble wrap. However annoying it is and concerning, because everyone does it. Now we've lost some of this. This looks better here, so we're going to use this, maybe. Maybe use this piece of image. Maybe we could scrunch it up again. Still looks not as good as I'd like it to. I don't know. Maybe we could use the map mode and we can just maybe scrunch it again. Scrunch it up again and see what we get. My hand will probably show up in the image for all I know. Yeah, that looks interesting. Looks a lot more interesting. Still looks a bit, I don't know. I'm wondering, we're going to do more with this, or we're going to just leave it like that. Don't know, folks. Maybe we could leave it like that. It's all about experimentation, folks. That's the thing about what I do here as a photocopier artist, is there's a lot of experimentation, a lot of things you do that you don't normally would do. And that looks shit house. That looks fucked. Wondering if we're going to use, maybe make a, yeah, I don't know what to do with it, folks. I'm going to scrunch it up again. I'm going to make it a really good scrunch. Maybe with my camera hand I'm just going to darken the exposure. So I just darkened it just there on the density. So I'm just going to hold it with my hand. Yeah, that looks a lot better actually. You could see more of the detail. It looks much nicer. So I think we could use this, and we're going to maybe enlarge a section and maybe take this section there and make it into something. So horizontal will be quite a relatively small enlargement, and so we're interested, I think, in that general shape, and we're just going to enlarge a bit off there as well. Don't like the way there's that stuff neighbouring on it. I don't know, we'll soon find out. I think the vertical is going to be pretty much the same. I don't know what we're going to do with this. Well, when I get married to Luigi, my long lost partner, we'll use this to move our stuff. We'll put some fragile objects into the bubble wrap. In fact, I did buy a whole load of bubble wrap about a month or two ago, just for that purpose, because we've got a lot of fragile things like glassware and all that, which of course needs movement, which indeed needs to be made. Yeah, you need to wrap it up. So yeah, yeah, that looks interesting. I do think maybe we could move it up a bit still. It looks interesting, all right. I do like the texture of the bubbles. They do look quite nice. Trying to think how much better we could make this. This is really proven to be a little bit on the difficult side. Just trying to see what part of this image I'd like to emphasize. Maybe we'll still stick with trying to do that. I do think I have to just move it up a bit, or to the left rather. So I'm trying to see. Often I find images don't look as good until you've actually produced them and you've arranged them. It's really strange how I think something's going to look like a piece of shit, and then when I follow my intuition and go with it, and then find out that it looks really nice in the end. But it's really hard to know sometimes if something's going to work or not, to know what way to put it. I try to follow my intuition as much as I can. I do see something here. I do see something, folks. Maybe I could enlarge more on the... I don't know, folks. I see something. Maybe we could enlarge it 400%, for all I know. I don't know how it's going to look, except the bubbles are going to be stretched on the horizontal. They're going to be 400, So it's going to be a huge stretch out. I don't know how this stretch is going to look. If it's going to look any good. Anyway, that looks really quite interesting. It looks almost like ice, as in, yeah, it looks icy. I don't know what to do with this. I like it and I don't. Wondering where the centre of the job is going to be. Trying to use my intuition. But I'll keep that piece of bubble wrap to wrap something small. Try and use all the bubble wrap that I've got to when I go and move out with my partner Luigi. I don't think I'm going to find my partner or get in touch with meet up with him until the pandemic's over. We might end up just talking on the phone, having long conversations on the phone and telling each other how much we love each other and all the rest of it, because we can't, I don't know if I think there was something in the rules of the lockdown that you can see a loved one in the compassionate section, but I don't know if I've misinterpreted it or not. I don't want to get into trouble. And I don't want to set a bad example for other people to do the wrong thing. Because it's through doing the wrong thing that the pandemic spreads, and we have to fucking be careful. Be vigilant, folks. Try not to get worried about it, but try to just do what is right, what the authorities say. Let's see how we go with this. I think we've got something of a... we could do some switcheroos with this, for all I know. Anyway, that's come up looking quite nice, actually. But I can see a real nice switcheroo, but there's two different switcheroos I can see at this stage, so I'm going to just swap them around this way first. But I'm really missing my partner. His name's Luigi, and trying to get the social media to go viral like COVID, but basically it's not easy. I've been working on it now for nearly a decade. I've been working on, before I started making videos, I was working social media at that time, and it's been more than a decade. Anyway, that looks a lot nicer. I do wonder if maybe I should just call it that. I think the third version is probably not as nice as this. I think now we can call this demo quits.